Hey, how's it going, Xbox Canada? I just pulled over lead Forza 3 producer Korey from Turn 10 in his Ferrari on his way back to Redmond, and I thought I'd ask him a few questions about the game. So, what do you think of this event so far, Korey?
This event's fantastic. I mean, not as fantastic as going to be driving this car all the way back to Redmond, but fantastic event.
So, you've got to experience a few ride-alongs in some of the cars?
Yeah, absolutely. So I got to ride with Frank in his Audi Quattro, one of my favorite cars ever since making Rally Sport Challenge. I got to ride along in a Subaru STI, it's rally tuned. Got to have a long talk with Richard, the pilot for it, about all the how everything works on the inside, about the anti-lag that he has installed, about the adjustable differential. You can put it towards the front or the back depending on what kind of control he wants. Fantastic event.
So you have this game Forza 3 shipping soon. Let's talk a bit about that. What's sort of the thing you're most proud of shipping the game, or one feature that you're most proud of?
Really hard to choose. Man, we did a lot this time around. So there's
okay.
A lot
So let's talk about just some of the main things that you did this year.
All right. So what I'm reminded of is when we're coming in here, you got a guy painting a Viper out there. One of the things that's been huge for us in the past and will continue to be even larger this time is what people can create for their own cars. So paint the car any way you want. People make these elaborate, almost photorealistic paint jobs, and that's fantastic to see. We're already out in Japan and Australia and Europe, and we're seeing people post already some amazing works of art. And so the way that people get to be able to share these online is totally different this time around. You can put up your own storefront and say, I'm going to make this number of cars, or I'm going to make this amazing paint job and put on 10 different cars, limited editions, put them on my storefront. People can find my storefront, like what I do, track me as one of their favorites, and then everything that I do gets posted for them to see. And I can find people that I think are great creators, track them as friends. Anything they do, I get notified about. And I think that's a fantastic way to learn about the new things people are creating out there.
Okay, what about some of the ways you've made the game more accessible this year for maybe not just someone who only plays racing games? What are some of the things you've done to make the game more open to more people and they can experience that car passion?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've always wanted to have super realistic physics, and we've always had that. We've had a fantastic physics engine we built over from version 1, then on version 2 we add a bit more to it, in version 3 we keep on refining it to make sure this is an accurate physics model. But I'm not going to be able to take a car around the track like some of these guys I just rode with are. I want anybody to be able to get in and experience this game and experience the cars that they actually love. So we keep the realistic physics, but we add on lots of assists to make it easier and easier to drive, depending on your familiarity and skill with cars. So a few that we've added on top this time, in addition to the ones we've had before, like the racing line, we've added in auto braking. So you just want to get in and play with your kid who doesn't really want to care about the mechanics of driving. They just want to have a cool car and put it around a track fast. They can just hold down the gas, race around the track, point the car where they want it to go, don't worry about the complexities. Similarly, we've added in a rewind feature. So if you are doing a long race, you make a mistake near the end, you can pull it back 5 seconds, erase that mistake, take that turn again. And we're finding that everyone uses this even down to the hardcore racers because it allows you to keep retrying, keep retraining yourself, and you'll get better and better and better as you keep doing this.
Cool. And the other one thing I want to talk about was the multiplayer and sort of how you guys have innovated that with, I guess, the party system and how people can sort of customize their multiplayer experience. What are some of the things they can do now this time that they couldn't do last with Forza 2?
Yeah, so we always look at all the other games that are out there for inspiration, and so we found some games that have done a really good job at making it really quick and easy to get in and just have the kind of experience you want. So we have these hoppers out there. You can self-identify, say, I want to go do a circuit race with a Class B car, and you'll just be matchmaked with people who also chose that. Similarly, if you want to get really detailed, if you want to say, I want to have a race where it's not about crossing the finish line first. It's about who can get the most drift points. And I want to have it be a team-based event. So I've got a team of drifters. 2 teams are against each other. It's all about stylistic driving, about skill driving. Doesn't matter who's crossing the finish line first. You can set that up. We've got over 100 rules that you can modify to say, here's how I want my online experience to go. And then you can pull people in to say, this is how we're going to drive today, guys. It's not just about who's fastest and who can take this turn the best.
All right, so do you have a message for our Xbox Live community in Canada? You know, why they should play your game, or what they should look out for, and can they find you on Live at all?
Yeah, you'll find me on Live. It's pretty easy to find me. It's Korey K. That's my gamer tag. Pretty easy to remember. Would love to see some of the Canada guys out there. This is going to be out next Tuesday, Tuesday 27th. And if you have any interest in cars whatsoever, maybe you're intimidated by racing games, don't be. This is the game for you if you like cars at all.
All right, so I think I'm going to let you off with a warning this time, but try to keep the speed down, okay? And we'll see you back in Redmond.
Thanks, Jake.